Oh my god! Oh!
Hello to you lovely people, Happy New Year, welcome back to my channel, and I'm welcoming you guys to my apartment garage, which is in this little apartment that I live in. I've transformed a room into a garage space with all of my stuff in here. It's really cool. Today I'm building a new bike, and it's probably the most special bike that I've ever owned in my life, and it's this one here, the Marin Alcatraz custom paint job, glittery, bling, amazing bike. I'll show you a better view of it. So this bike is, I've talked about it quite a bit on the channel, but it's so special to me because not only is it the frame that I've designed with Marin, however, actually yeah, I need to say this. In the UK we say Marin, but actually the brand name is Marin, because people always comment, why do you say Marin, why do you say Marin? You kind of, I don't know. I hear Marin a lot when I'm talking to the company, and I hear Marin being in the UK, so I sometimes get it confused myself. There you go, Mythbusters sorted. This frame, the Alcatraz, is my dirt jump frame that I use for slopestyle contests, riding trails, skate park. It's amazing, it's really short, it's agile, but I've talked about that before. The reason this one is so special is because it got built up, it got painted, it got made exclusively for a Red Bull video I did over a year ago called Frames of Mind. Right. And I rode it for 3 months to make about a 4-minute video, and then it's never been used again. And it's the only one in the world. It was painted just for that. It's so special to me because that video was probably the best thing I've ever done in my career. I did world's first tricks that have still never been done, and I'm going to put some of those tricks in this video actually because I'm proud of it. So today I'm going to build it back up, and I'm going to ride it this winter for a while, and it's just so cool. I'll show you a good view of the paintwork. It's got a crazy like candy red glitter effect on the down tube. There's a few marks because filming that video took its toll. I had a lot of crashes, but I'm kind of stoked on that. So it's got this glitter candy red and then matte black next to it, which works really well, like gloss and matte together. And then it fades into a pink at the back end, and then this like burnt orange effect right at the rear. So it looks so cool, and built up with the orange forks like I had in that video, it's going to look amazing. One thing I have just done is fitted the cranks and the chainring, because I've gone with the black oval chainring from Absolute Black. I do run blue ones. I've got these signature blue chain rings, so I've got the only 10 of these in the world, and that's really cool. But in the video I had a black chain ring, so I kind of need to stick to that, and I want to have it as similar as I can. So I've spent the morning with a Sharpie just touching up some of these areas there, because that all got stripped when I had a big crash trying to ride down a tree. I think I can fix this mark here with some of my girlfriend's nail varnish that will match. So if we can do that, then I can make it look a bit better. But basically, right, I'm going to be building this bike up with all the same parts, and I've prepared a few bits to try and keep this video short so you guys can see some of the tricks I did in the video, the build, a bit of a bike check, and it's going to be the most bling dirt jump bike I've ever built, because there are a few extras that I've got that weren't available at that time, which are going to make this bike amazing. So hopefully you guys appreciate when a bike becomes special, when you've done like an achievement on it or done something cool, and that's why I can't bear to have the frame in the corner of this room. It needs to be a built bike that can be used again. Let's start the time lapse. I'm going to time lapse the whole build. There we go. That's going to take a photo every 5 seconds, and let's get the show on the road. There you go. We're now time lapsing the build. No, we're not. So we've got the frame. We've got the chainring and the cranks fitted with the bottom bracket. Good to go. That's really cool. The oval looks crazy. It's just so insane that you can run an oval chainring single speed. It still blows my mind, but it works. So I think first things first, why is the GoPro beeping at me? Seat clamp. I've got this one from Gusset, which is really light, really small, and I can't tell it doesn't match the front end of the frame, but there's one bit of orange down here where it actually kind of matches perfectly, so I'm going to put it on. Hopefully it ties things together. It kind of looks weird, but then it matches at the back. It's better than black. I may as well make this bike bling and Larry. So that's on, and then I'm going to drop the saddle in. I'm not going to tighten it up yet. It'll probably live about at that height, but let's just dump that in for a minute. Hello, mate. That's Wally, the new house rabbit. Next thing to start making it look more like a bike is the back wheel. So I've already done this tubeless conversion this morning, so I've got the Maxxis DTH tyre, which is a really kind of slick, insanely fast rolling tyre that came from BMX. It won Olympic medals in BMX racing, and now it's in 26 inch on my dirt jump bike. So this rear one is the 2.15 inch width, and I've made it tubeless ready with the muck off pink stuff and a pink valve to match. So that's a muck off tubeless valve, which is going to match the frame insanely well. Pink on pink. So I can dump that straight. Oh no, I can't, because I'm doing upgrades. This has got the driver and everything ready to go, but those bolts are steel that come on it, which is nice. I've always run them, but I've been doing a little bit of digging online, and what I've found is this bad boy. So there's the steel black version, and this is a titanium pink / blue bolt, 8mm bolt that's going to go in there. Half the weight. It's going to look insanely more bling. I need to put grease on it, of course. So I'm going to swap out both sides with tie bolts, and then I can put it in the frame. It's going to be lighter, but if you get a close look at this bike ever, and there's all these cool little bling bits, is that going to match? It's kind of, it looks blue. On the website it for sure said pink. Maybe in certain light. Oh, there's a bit of pink. Yeah, it's going to look amazing. Right, I'm going to put these in now and get it on the bike. The bolts are on. It looks really cool. But I just remembered I haven't put a rotor in. I've got an 160mm rotor. But the exciting thing is that I've also got more tie bolts from tie springs, and these are pink, so they're actually going to match the frame perfectly. So we can get them in. And what better way to put bolts in, by the way, than to use a drill. I've discovered this technique in like the last week, since Silverline sent me a little electric drill. Like that. So easy! And when you get more in, it's an impact driver, so it actually will torque them off and make them really tight, which is insane. So this is already looking amazing because it's all pink, and it's got the blue and pink, and it looks stylish, and it's going to match the frame, and I've got a drill ready. Just like that. Oh my god, I'm scaring the rabbit. Yes, look how good it looks. That was so fast. Let's see if I can get a bit of a rabbit cam going. Alright, so the back wheel's in, and it's a bit of a display of bling, to be honest. We've got the 8mm wheel bolt there in blue / pink. I'm sceptical about the pink, I'm not seeing it, to be honest. It's in there somewhere. We've got pink tie bolts for the caliper mount, and then 4 tie rotor bolts. I've just realised that some of your OCDs are going to be going mental because I've only got 4 rotor bolts in. And that's something I've always done. I could say because it's lighter, but actually it's because they always take so long to put in. They're so fiddly. Well, before I had a drill, I should have put 6 in today, that I always put 4 in because it seems enough, and when I'm taking my rotor on and off, going on flights, going to competitions, it just saves time. And I'm sure structurally it's not the best idea, but there we are. So, we've got a back wheel in. We've got a really nasal Matt Jones because I woke up with a cold this morning. We've got a lot of rear end bling, so now we need to go and do some front end bling and put the headset in and put the orange forks in. That's up next. But we're getting there. This is good. This is a quicker build because I've made preparations. For example, the forks. Oh god, what a mess. The forks are already cut down to length with a star nut fitted, so that's really good. They're going to go straight in. Let's do that now. Loving the bike room. Can you just put another 2 rotor bolts in for me? No? Not today. Usually quite good at the mechanic stuff. This is really annoying to do on your own, but we can do it because I've got the stem. I can clamp it. That's one. No. This is going to be annoying. Come on, Matthew. Come on. Yes, right. Next part. I can almost reach it. Where is it there? Yep. Some spacers. Oh, I don't have any carbon spacers. That's a letdown. That's a potential weight saving area. Right, I'm just going to put the stem on now and figure out my spacer height soon. Oh no, I need a 4mm. It's always a disaster, this. Can I reach a 4mm from here? Yes. Just. Oh, what a noise. Yes, we're getting there. We're looking like a bike. There we go. Back wheel, forks, bars, stem. All needs adjusting. Let's have a look at progress thus far. I guess the seat clamp kind of matches the forks as well. Yeah, we're looking pretty blinged up here. It's happening. What else have we got? So, back end's kind of figured out. Pink, blue pink, pink, pink. We're going to have pink bolts when I put the caliper on. What else? The orange Halo Chaos. Halo now do sticker kits for their rims. So, this is a 26-inch Chaos wheel set. I've got orange Chaos rim and Halo rim stickers to match my orange forks. I didn't really know what ones to go with, but I went with orange. I've also got blue ones here. You can kind of see them in the dark. Those blue ones are going to go on my other dirt jump bike, which is blue. So that's super nice. It means you can actually match your rims to your bike after buying them. If your bike changes, change your rims. We've got a 9-second time lapse. No way. It's listening. Time lapse. GoPro, time lapse. Wow. Alright then, next job is to make my front wheel tubeless. I've got the DTH tyre again, this time 2.3 inch width, on a wide boy hub, which has got no brake mounts because it allows the hub to be wider, which is a bigger triangle, which is stronger. I always say that, but it's just cool science. Quick maths. Orange logos again and stickers to match the forks, so it's going to look even better up the front. So I need to fire some of that in with a pink tubeless valve. I'm going to do it now. I've got a tubeless pump. We'll get it on the bike. I just watched back a clip of myself talking and I sound like Josh Bryceland because I'm all nasal. But I've got 160 psi in that chamber there, and hopefully when I release it into the tyre, it's going to jump onto the bead and all the sealant's going to do its job. Come on. Yes, we've done it. It's on the rim. Sweet! So the front wheel's in. I'll show you the bike so far. It seriously catches the light. And even when I get it out of the stand, put grips and stuff on, line everything up, it's going to look even better. So I need to do a few bits, like cut the bars down. They're so wide. This is the Gusset S2 bar and stem. They're 19mm rise, the stem's 35mm long. They come at 800mm wide, so I need to cut them down. I've got quite a fancy new pipe cutter from Silverline, so I'm going to cut my bars down to 730mm wide. Then I'm going to get the chain sorted out, because I don't really want you guys to sit and watch me fiddle around with the chain. So while I'm doing all that, you can watch me do some tricks from the video that this bike actually rode in. Then I've got headset spacers fitted, so I've got pretty decent rise from there to there. I don't know how many, probably like 35mm or something. A nice pink top cap bolt, looking steezy. Then brakes on, cut the bars down to 730, slid the brake on. I'm going to swap that out for a pink bolt in a minute. That's gone round, the caliper's hanging down there. We're going to fit that next. The chain is on, which is the Gusset MX chain. And I kind of wish it was a black one. I think I'm going to swap it for a black chain. In the video it was black. Beggars can't be choosers, I kind of have to just go with it. Like, I'm stoked, I got a free chain. But a black one, I might get a black one for sure. Actually no, I will get a black one. I've got a black chain ring, everything going on back here. Even that part of the frame's black, need a black chain. This is the Gusset S2 saddle with grippy pads for pinching, for doing bar spins. It's a pivotal seat, but it doesn't have a gap in the top. It does up through the seat post, which is really cool. You do need like quite a long Allen key like this one to put it up through the seat post for extra deep insertions, but luckily I've got one. Now the forks are fitted, I'm really into the seat clamp. It kind of goes like orange at the front, burnt orange there, same back here, so that ties together nicely. I've gone for the TRP slate T4 brake, which I could have put like one of the Aaron Gwyn G-Spec brakes on, but it's kind of overkill for a dirt jump bike. I do feather the brake in runs, and I kind of need a bit of control. This brake just does the job perfectly. It's still got a dual piston, so it's powerful, but I like that it's black, that's one thing. I also like that the lever's a bit shorter than the G-Spec downhill brake, because for downhill, a long lever means you get more modulation, which is the word for the day. But on a dirt jump bike, I don't want that. I want a short lever, or shorter, for bar spins, just to keep out of the way, for no-hander tricks, bar spins, stuff like that. So that brake's going on. That is bloody lovely. Nice. Oh, I'm so stoked it's built up again. It's been ages. And now it's like I'm remembering the stress of being sat on this bike, looking down on it, thinking, am I ever going to land this trick? And now I get to go through all of that again. It's so nice. While you've been watching those tricks, this is what I've done. I've put the brake on. We don't have grips yet, but the brake is on with a pink tie bolt there, same as the top cap. That runs down. I haven't done the cable ties yet, but on the seat clamp here, with a tie pink bolt in it, all ties in together, pardon the pun, through there. And then on this side, brakes all fitted, pink galore. Just looks amazing. I'm so stoked. This is actually better than it was for filming. It looks even better than it ever did. I need to put grips on. The only thing I'm going to change is the black chain, for sure. But that's cool. I'm going to speak to Gusset and see if they've got any nice black MX chains. I'm going to put lock-on grips on today because I don't have any other ones with me right now. I always run non-lock-on grips on my jump bikes. This is a damn sight quicker to get on than the ones you have to bang on with hairspray and all sorts, but these are the Sensus Light, so they're a bit shorter than the normal Sensus grips, but they've got that same Swayze rubber pattern which feels sublime. Right, let me get these on. I'm just going to put the bike back on the stand, tighten everything up, then I'm going to weigh it for you guys. Okay, if you're watching right now, which you must be if you hear this, guess a number in your head of how much the bike weighs, and we're about to find out. My other dirt jump bike weighs about 10.3 kilograms. This one's going to have slightly heavier frame because of all the paint on it. Let's have a little look. 10.395 without pedals. So we're looking at 10.6? I'd say 10.6, 10.7 as a finished article. I might be able to get some more weight out of it by cutting down the seat posts and stuff like that. But I'm stoked with that. Weight is a big part of my sport, dirt jumping slopestyle. A light bike is a more agile tool, effectively. You can spin it around more and all that, all of the above. But it looks amazing. It's seriously bling, and it's back fully built, and it's a legendary bike for me. It's my favourite bike that I've ever owned. It's the one that I've achieved the most on, and I like the most. I've never had a custom frame that's been painted just for one moment, so it's insane. Thank you for watching today's video. Sorry that I've sounded so ill and nasal, but I've got an amazing bike to show for it, which I'll ride at the compound in the next few days. It's currently freezing outside. I can see frozen puddles, which is exciting because I'm probably never going to get better. No, thank you guys. You're all absolute legends. See you in the next video. Take care. Boom, legends.